So I used to feel this pain, like this particular pain on my abdomen, the right hand side, like around 5 years ago.
Hey, hey, hey! It is just o'clock.
Oh, now well done, no. Welcome to Gist O'clock. So I want to give you gist about what's up and what's up and what's up and what's up and what's up with me and what's trending. So I've been off for a long time now. I've not posted anything on YouTube for a long time now. Not because I don't have contents, but because of what I'm going to talk about. Maybe we start with the first gist. So if anybody ever told me, like when I was entering into this year, like on 31st December, if anybody ever mentioned to my ears that I'll enter theater, I would have said God forbid. But I entered theater. Like I've been hearing about operations. Yes, I've seen people go into the theater, but I'll be frank, I was scared. Like immediately I heard you're going to be operated on. It was scary. I will not lie, I was scared. I was scared. I would like to say I was scared of dying. I would like to say I was scared of I think I was really scared of the pain. Yes, the pain was the main fear I had because dying was not my problem. I knew definitely I was not going to die anything. This is going to kill me. But I was trying to imagine the pain of getting a cut on my body. I don't like seeing scars on my body. Like I love my body being smooth. I don't like seeing scars on my skin. So the sound of me going to get operated on was, oh my god, the fear, yes, was the fear of the pain I was going to receive. So for the first time in my life, I entered theater. Jesus. They told me that it was going to be it's not a major operation, just 1 week will be fine. That's what the doctor was saying. And I was having that in mind when I was preparing for the operation. But it's not very soon, it will be 3 months now. 16th of next month, it will be 3 months now. The pain is still there. Now they are telling me I will have to go through the pain for 6 months. Like I'm going to stop feeling the pain after 6 months. Come on. Why some other people are telling me I might even feel the pain for a very, very long time, longer than 6 months? They did not tell me this one though. Doctors, they're telling me it's just highest 1 week or 2, I'll be fine. Let me now tell you from experience, Operation Choco, the pain was not friendly at all. Can I ever forget this experience? Okay, I had my operation on 16th of May. 16th of May. Actually, I'm glad you're on strike, okay? I think this is the first time in my life I'm being grateful for the strike. So I used to feel this pain, like this particular pain on my abdomen, the right hand side, like around 5 years ago. And I went to the hospital. The doctor was like, maybe it's appendix, blah blah blah. And then we were sent for ultrasound. Immediately I had the appendix, I screamed, I don't want to operation. I rejected appendix. I was rejecting appendix as if it was a curse. Like I didn't want to hear the sound of you in theater. So when the doctor said it might be appendix, I was screaming, let's check, let's confirm. So my parents were like, of course, and you can't allow doctors to do anything that has to do with entry theater when the cause of the pain and whatever is not yet confirmed. So I went to scans and choke. Do you know that I know people go to scan and after scanning their body they get to hear the updates of what's up with them? But do you know I entered the lab, okay, and when they started scanning, they scanned for a very long time. Like for a very long time, they kept scanning. I was not wondering, is my body, I am metal, I mean my body is robot. I'm not finding anything. They could not find nothing. Like reading through my body was a problem, okay. And at the end of the day, they were just like, they are seeing something covering, like a fluid covering that area, and it was grandma. So we went to the hospital with the result from the scan, the fluid test that was given. They said the fluid or whatever they called it. And the doctor started his treatment. Do you know I took 100 and something injections? And that was the first because I was counting it. Okay, so I was taking 6 injections in my hand, antibiotics and that. 6 injections in my hand in the morning, in the evening too. I had the ones I was taking in the afternoon. 6 on my boots too. God, my body went through hell at that point of my life. Like 5 years ago, I took a lot of antibiotics. Let me not come and start talking about the drips. Like the drip what I take in choke. They packed antibiotics into my system for what I don't even know what they were speaking. Fluid or whatever. I've seen Shaggy. 100 and something injections, one person for a condition I don't even know what the name is. And what is more annoying is that 5 years after as we did like this, the same problem came back. So now we went back to the hospital. The doctor still said, we didn't do it like 5 years ago. You're going to do it now. It's an appendix. The fear came back. The fear came. I'm very scared. Like, since they born me, since my mom born me, this stand of operation didn't give me fear. Like, I never imagined in my life I wanted a theater. I never imagined. I've always prayed, God, I don't want the theater for any reason whatsoever. So we went to the hospital this time. The doctor insisted the best thing is to open my whatever and do whatever he has to do at the theater. So normally we were still sent for scan, and again this time it was still like before. They were just trying to scan through my body and no results. But after a very long time, after pressure and all that, we was going through pain, but we were finding nothing. This confirmed that it was chronic appendicitis. Do you know what's funny? What's funny was that you would see me behaving normal. Like, you won't see me on the road and you imagine I was going through anything like has to do with appendix. I was not having any severe pain. The pain was just coming like maybe when I eat, I'll just be feeling this hooky pain down there. It wouldn't last for a very long time and I'll be fine. So the hell was appendicitis again. I was like, appendicitis for that matter. When actually I know people when they have appendicitis issue, like when it wants to erupt, I know that, is it called erupt? Anything is called. I just know that it just comes in the sudden. They'll feel the pain, and to choke them. Then maybe you don't give the attention, it can get so severe and then it will burst. I'm still from January. But because of what happened last 5 years, I was like, if I complain about this pain now again, this doctor will say it's appendix again, and I saw it here again. So I was scared. You get the point? I was scared. But the pain was not serious. You go where I think about how it was happening. I will eat and then I'll feel the choking. It won't last for long and it will be gone. So I was like, when you did that pain, I was like, appendix. So I stayed with that pain from January. Before the strike started, we came back home. February, March, April, and around May, that was the first week of May, I went to church one day, and when the service was over, I couldn't stand up. They just felt this pain, like something was hooking me down there. I couldn't stand up. So at the end of the day, I stayed there for a long time. Then I was conveyed back home. And I was like, it's warm. Maybe warm is choking me so badly there. It can't be the normal because the pain was not what I used to have. It was more severe than what I used to experience. This time it was more painful. So I was like, maybe it's not more the normal thing I know. Maybe warm. Maybe warm is choking me there, something like that. So I went for one pill. Okay. So the upper week, the pain was still happening. This time it was not happening consistently. I might sit down now, I'll be okay. The when I want to stand up, it will hook me. Or I might be standing up, then I want to sit down, the pain will just come. It was not happening consistently. So I just knew that this time it really needed attention. It was no more something I could keep as I was keeping it from January. Okay, so my mom, no more that now. my mom became scared. She was like, is it happening again? What happened 5 years ago? I thought she couldn't catch something like that. So she took me back to the hospital, and that was how the doctor sent me back for this scanning. And the scanning or the blah blah blah, the scan, they saw nothing. And at the end of the day, after much pressure, they were able to dictate, and they told us it was the test actually read that it was chronic appendicitis. Okay, it's just funny because I didn't even tell people I was going for operation. Like everybody who had after the operation that, or on the day of the operation that I actually was operated on, were like, hey, how? Because that was I got my operation on 16th May. Operation happened on 16th May actually, and my mom's smudging Sunday, the Mother's Sunday at my church, was on 15th May. So I even attended her occasion. I danced that day. I was there. I wore my fine clothes, my makeup. If you saw me on that day, if someone told you, if you happen to have seen me on that day, and you happen to have had maybe a tip from somebody that the person you saw dressed like that, looking that happy, was going to be operated on the next day, you would have said it's a lie, because I looked healthy, I was fine. So the whole stuff was even sounding funny to me. Person when get chronic appendicitis was looking so strong, but it was not the normal appendicitis issue you know actually. So on the Monday I went to the hospital for my operation. I was scared, Jesus, I was scared. So I even cried. I was scared. The fear just came back. I wasn't scared of death, as I said before. I was scared of the pain. The pain, God, I was scared of the pain. So a lot of operations happened that day, and when I came, I had people that were to be operated on before me. So I had to wait. Okay, I think after one person was me around the time I came, yes. So when I entered, this was my first experience. I know people do say that when you see equipment in the operation room, I even faint, stuff like that. But do you know I walked into the theater with my leg? The painkiller injections were administered. Oh, I was still feeling pain. Like my eyes were wide open, even after the anesthesia. Wide open, I was looking at the doctor. I was seeing everything in the operation room and the theater actually. So I was observing everything. The nurses were looking. I was looking at them. I was just looking. Woo! It was like, you're like, why is this one still awake? Why is this one okay? Then I don't know what the doctor told the nurses. I don't know anything about medical, so I just know that after whatever they gave me, I slept off. And when I woke up, I was not able to see anything. I just know I was lying down, surrounded by people. Who I could not see, could not even open my eyes. I really wanted to see them, but I could not. I can't even explain why I could not. I know that was the effect of the medicine actually. So I couldn't open my eyes. I thought I was hearing familiar voices. It sounded like, was I dead? Was I alive? I couldn't really tell. I was just hearing the voices. I had my mom's voice, my sister's voice. Every of my loved ones started coming to my mind. I was calling out to them. Are you here? Are you here? Am I okay? Am I alive? Stuff like that. And I was gradually being able to recognize more of the voices around me. I had a lot of people around me actually in the private ward where I was lying. So I really wanted to see them, but I could not see them. For a very long time, I could not see. Like, in fact, till 1 minute, in fact, till when they left, I couldn't see nobody. It was blowy, very blowy. I could only hear their voices. Okay, that day my eyes were very blow. Other people slept for hours after the operation, but me, I woke up immediately. That's how crazy my body is. I woke up like I was struggling on the stretcher, according to what they told me, and I was struggling to wake up. I didn't have the deep sleep others to go through, and the painkillers were not working on me. So I was going through the pain. Like I went through the pain throughout the hectic period of this operation. I went through the pain. I went through the pain. It was very painful. Painkillers were not working. After a while, I just said I could recognize the voices. Then I slept off. I woke up in the evening, and it was the pain called the pain dealt with me. The nurses administered painkillers again, but the painkillers throughout my stay in the hospital, when they were not working, I will be injecting the painkiller, and after maybe highest 1 hour, the pain will be back again. It was not funny. Thank God I survived. Then besides the pains, I had little complications. I started vomiting and all that. Okay. I felt stronger the second day after the operation. I was like, fine, okay, doctor was right. Just 1 week something I'll be strong, as I was thinking. But after the second day, on the third day, I saw myself feeling very sick again. I was running temperature. I was being sick. Like fever was too much. That they kept telling my mom, massage her, massage her. Me, at some point, you will not feel the fever. Like I won't be feeling like I'm sick, but outside, the fever is just there. And the thermometer will be reading that my temperature was very high. So they just kept massaging me, giving me injections to calm down. Like the complications were just there. It was when the complications started that it was made known to us that really, yes, it was not really just an appendicitis issue. It was intestine, whatever. The truth is, I don't know what was wrong with me. I just know I entered theater and I came back in my life. I don't want to know. I don't want to know the details because I don't want to even start remembering more of this experience. Something I don't want to ever have again in my life. Like I don't want to ever have again in my life. Think of though there were complications. My intestine was alright after the operation, because intestine operations sometimes the person will have bigger complications of not being able to visit the toilet, not able. No, I did not have such problems. The operation went well. The pain was just all I had as challenge. The fever and the vomiting. I still vomiting at some point. I kept vomiting. They kept administering pills. And do you know, after the operation, for 48 hours, I ate nothing. Like, I absolutely ate nothing. They kept my stomach empty. I ate nothing for 48 hours. I felt like my stomach was dying. It was, my wounds were protesting. I was just grateful that my ulcer was gone. Though I'm aware they actually were administering pills to keep me okay through the 48 hours. But for 48 hours, I was not able to take anything. And after 48 hours, I started taking all these agidi and rubbish. More. It was not funny. For almost 2 weeks. I think, yeah, for 2 weeks. And I was taking agidi and poto rice. Then I'm glad that it didn't take long. I say it's normal food. And now I'm strong and I'm blabbing. And I can wear clothes now, because after the operation, even a month after, even now actually, there are clothes I can't wear. I keep feeling the pain at my abdomen here, but gradually it's going away. It's going away. I know before I round up the third month, I'll be way stronger. And believing before the 6th month, they keep saying 6 months, I'll be way strong. Like the pain will not be there so much. My wound took time to heal, but after a while, after carefulness, abstaining myself from stress and all that, my wound healed. Yes, a part of it was actually being rebellious, but I conquered. I'm grateful. That's just number 1. I'll give you just number 2 in the next recast. Thank you for staying with me. Subscribe to my channel.
Just sleep. Wake up. Collect your money. Good night.